Sorry, I did do a little bit of homework in terms of I started looking at the second YouTube video, but it was really difficult because I was trying to watch it on my iPad and it wasn't big enough. So I might just try and do that to follow up on this one afterwards. So it would be great to have the recording.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna add the column basically. So I do Alt. I think it's int 11, but let me double check. So the type of that column now needs to be the same type of this one. And to see what type is that, I can go to structure. Yes, it's int 11. Fine. So int 11, and that should work. Okay, so now we check clothes. Owner ID is null. So now I want to say that the t-shirt is mine. T-shirt, skirt, dress. So I go to SQL. And I just need to check something. This one done. Okay, so let's say the t-shirt is mine.
But you can update all the, oh yeah, that's what you did. Yeah.
And then I want to say that the skirt belongs to Lona. What's it? 2, 3. Sorry, 3. I have to put 3 here. 2 here. Then I think it's 2, 3 to put. So the dress belongs to Giedre and the hat. Oh, this is 4. Okay, so we don't have.
I don't know why I made that.
Owner ID 4. And then we say that the hat belongs to Giedre as well. And I think this should work. So now we go to reload this. Okay. So all of these ones have got an owner. So now I'm gonna show you. Let's say that I want a list of, yes, I want a list of people, and in each row I want the name of the person and then the name of the item of clothing. And I don't care. So basically Giedre has got 2 items of clothing. So I want Giedre to appear in 2 rows in this case. I don't care if the names are repeated. So okay. I can do, I'll write it and then I will explain what I've done. So this is a very rough first version of the query. I ran it just to see what happens, and it kind of works. But maybe maybe I want only the name of the person and the name of the title of the item of clothing. So edit, and I say I want p.name and c.title. And it works. So now I'm gonna explain what I've done. By the way, when I go on a new line, when I put some space, it doesn't matter. SQL doesn't care about all that. I just do it because that way the query is more readable.
Okay.
So I am selecting these two columns, but when we write a query, this is usually what you write at the end. First, you say what tables you want to query. So in fact, you saw at first here, I put a star. Then you say, I want to query the table P, and I'm making an alias, sorry, the table people, but I'm aliasing it as P. That's just so that you don't, if you have to type again the name of the table in the query, you don't have to type the whole table name, you just type P. I want to join.
But if you,
sorry,
if I have a question here. Yeah. If you do not do that, I mean, if you keep saying people and clothes instead of P and C, it would still work. It's not mandatory to add this rename the table. I mean, if you delete as P and as C and just keep the name of a table, that would still work.
Yes. So you can do what you said. It would be like this. Let's see if it works.
No, you still have P in the first line.
Line, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it works. But I don't really like this because you see, you have to type the whole thing many times. And when you are joining a lot of tables, you are selecting a lot of columns, you are typing a lot. So it's really better to alias. But now I want to try this. I'm not sure it's gonna work. You can alias, and sorry, this is C. And I think that then you can sometimes use the alias, but you can also use the full name. So let's see, I'm using the alias here and the full names here. Let's see if it works. It doesn't. Well,
no.
Okay, but let me see if the opposite works. No, it does. Okay, so if you alias, you have to use the alias. Okay, fine, fair enough. Yeah, it works like that. So what was I saying? I am joining table people with clothes. Fine. Now, what's this?
Sorry, Antonio, so very quickly. So basically in that first row where you say select P name and C title, if you just went select P star and C star, then you would get both tables fully combined, yeah?
Yes.
So it's the
Or
you've gone into
or for example,
so if you want,
yeah.
no, I was just going to say, so if you wanted 2 columns from one and 1 column from the other, how would you add? So if you wanted from the closed one, if you wanted the season as well, how would you add that in?
You do C dot season like that.
Okay.
Or you can also do, let's say that you want everything from clothes, but you only want the owner's name. You can also do this, I think.
Okay.
Yes, it works.
Brilliant.
So that's quite easy. This part here is what decides how the join is behaving. So this is saying, combine these to the table, but only when the ID of the person is equal to the owner ID in clothes. If you put here, something stupid like this, it's gonna combine all of them. Look.
So what did it do here?
It combined basically, okay, so let's go back to the query. So this condition here is always true because p.id is always equal to itself. So what's happening is it's doing all possible combinations.
I'm with you.
Okay? I mean, there is no reason why somebody would do that, but C dot. That's how you join. Now, this is what is called an inner join. And if you write join, writing just join is short for inner join. It's the same thing. This is still gonna work, yeah. But there are other kinds of joins, and another common one is called a left join. Let's see what it does. It does, in this case, exactly the same thing. But let's, how can I show this? Let's say, for example, that Lona doesn't have any clothes.
You stay at home.
Well, who needs clothes, eh?
Yeah, self-isolation anyway.
Let me create a new one and we do.
Hey, there's a reason my camera's not on.
Where ID equals 2. So that should remove. Oh, fine. So let's see what happens now when I run this. This is now a left join. See? So Lona doesn't have any clothes, but it's still appearing. And these ones are showing as null because they didn't match with anything. Now, an inner join would behave differently. An inner join will only show rows that match. You see what I mean?
Yeah. And then, sorry, so basically the left join will show everything, even if it doesn't match.
It will show everything from the left. Now the left table, so let's go back.
Is the left table the first table that you put in? So basically P.
Yeah, so let's look at it this way. Left and right. See, this is the middle of the left join. This is the table to the left, and this is the table to the right. So stuff from this, the table to the left will always show, and then the table to the right, you will see some values if there is a match. Otherwise, you see null values.
Okay. So if you switched around, select P and C.
What do you mean?
Sorry, so in the top line, you're saying select P name, C star. If you turned that around and you said select C star, P name.
Doesn't make any difference. Do you know why?
Okay.
Because this is what decides what left and what's right. Not the.
Yeah.
What if you change this places?
If we change here, then yes, it will change.
Yeah.
So we can try that. Let's see. Let's do that.
Okay, so the table appears. Oh, and Lorna is now null. Because
Basically,
no, okay, it's null because no one knows it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also Lorna now is not showing.
Okay.
Do you see?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, the order in which you do even if you do an inner join or a left join, the order that you do the table selection from determines the order in which the columns are displayed.
Yeah, this is just how they are displayed, but doesn't really have a lot of semantic
So it's
need.
basically, yeah, so it's basically row number 2 that decides the order of things.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I write these kind of queries, I usually break them in. I don't write it on a single line. I try to break it in more lines as possible whenever it makes sense, because it makes it a lot more readable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what do we want to do? Lorna, do you want to try this?
I told you.
Right. So go on, let's try it.
Can you, so I'll stop sharing and I will paste that very simple join. And if you can share the screen.
Right. Can you see?
No, not yet.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 So does it matter where I write the SQL? It doesn't, does it?
You have to click on SQL.
Yeah. Sorry, it's just refreshing.
Still freezing in my room. I don't know. In your apartment, Antonio, it should be quite cold as well.
Okay.
Right. I'm in. So what did we do on the?
Okay. So I'll tell you what.
Shall I give myself?
1 second.
Okay.
Okay. So now I want to know the names of the people that own clothes that cost £30 or more.
What?
And I want, if any of these people own more than one of these items of clothes, I want their name to appear only once.
God, you've no chance. Right, so select.
So if I can give you
And
an
then-
advice, whenever you have
Yeah.
to do let's say this is a little bit complex, it sounds complex, you don't know exactly what you're doing. So what you start is, you start with something simple that gets you, let's say, 50% there. So, and then you modify on top of that. So you write something that is not quite what you need, but it works. And then you see what's wrong and you edit the query and you try and get to, to what you need exactly. So for example, I told you that I want the name of the people that own clothes that costs more, £30 or more. So what do we need to do? We need to join people and clothes, right? So you can start with a very simple join of these two tables.
Yeah. So join, and then it is, But I need to select first, don't I, the tables?
At the moment, you don't really know what you're going to select yet, so just put a star and we change it later.
Okay. So join.
So the way you do a join is when you write a select, you always write from. So select star from, right?
Yeah.
From. And then you say table X join table Y. And if you want, you can alias them.
Yeah.
And you need a space between the star and the from. And I would actually recommend going on a new line instead of just putting a space there. Yeah.
So is it join from closed as C, or is it join?
Yes. Yeah. From clothes as C sounds good.
And then
Now you
join.
Now you have to say join with, what do you want to join it with? People. So you say join people, yeah. That's P. And
the
line,
full stop after the people.
sorry? Yeah, remove that. And see those two dots, you don't need them.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you need the more difficult part, which is you need to tell the query on which columns of the two tables you are joining. And you do that with the on clause, with the on keyword.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So on, and then it's people ID, wasn't it?
Probably. Don't remember.
So now you should use P because it will not work.
No, because this is the columns.
Name
So
of a
where
column. Okay.
equal. Owner ID or something. Ah, there we go, owner ID. So the other one is not people ID.
Okay, 1 second. So that column called people ID does not exist. It's
Yeah, no, I just saw that. It's just ID, isn't it?
yeah, but you have to say from which table, so you do p.id. Yeah.
I'm with you. And then C dot. Ah, and actually it very helpfully then brings up the actual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's cool.
So if you want, you can try and run this and see what comes up. See, you know, if we are getting close or not. At least this is how I go about it. I don't know if other people do this. So what we've got now, we have got all the people that own some clothes with the clothes. So we can try and get rid of the ones that we don't need, which are the ones that are lower than 30 pounds, right?
Yeah.
So how do we do that? Do you remember? This is, we have done this before. Wait. You have to click on edit, otherwise you lose. So you go back, click on the back arrow on your browser.
Yeah, actually, I was going to ask you about that as well, in terms of the fact that you, how do you get back to what you were actually working on already?
You have to click on edit. So click back.
Yeah, I think it's gone back too far now.
Yeah.
Is it? You have to write it again then.
Okay. Right, select. Oh my God.
I shouldn't be too hard.
Sorry.
You know that there is the Zoom chat. I pasted the code that I wrote earlier. You can reuse that. It's
yeah.
pretty similar. In the, do you know the Zoom chat?
Yeah. Good thinking, Batman. So select from.
Okay. In the select, maybe put the star now and run it.
Brilliant.
Okay.
So where do I do the edit bit then?
You need to see to the right. There is editing line, edit, explain. No, lower.
Edit 9.
No, edit.
Is it just the edit one, yeah?
Yeah.
Phew.
Okay. So we can now, for example, get rid of the ones that we don't need, which are the ones that are less than 30 pounds. So there are actually two ways of doing this, but the better way is with the where, which we have seen in the first lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just say that you don't want the ones that are cheaper.
So where, so do I need to put in the table? So
Yeah.
where?
It needs to know. Yeah, but we have seen before that if you alias, then you have to always use the alias. So you have to use C close. Dot.
So
You can select it from the drop down, the one that you need.
the price. And then how do you do? Do you literally do the less than?
No, we want the ones that are 30 pounds or more.
Okay, so greater than.
Greater or equal.
Is it literally?
Yeah, no, but I don't
Is
like.
there?
No, I don't like. Yeah, okay, that's it.
You try to be smart.
Because
Well, you know.
then what if there is one that is 29.50, and then you put 29 there, and your query is incorrect. So that's the way you do it. Maybe you can try and run this and see if it works.
Look at that!
Okay.
Ah.
Wait a minute. Yes. Okay, so now I want to know only the name of the person and the title of the item of clothing, and the price. I want these 3 columns. Item
Okay.
of clothing, price, and owner name, and that's it. I want only these 3.
So I want select from C dot. Is this right? Select from C. No.
Why it doesn't give you the options?
It should autocomplete.
Yeah.
No, it should. You need to put C, not close.
Yeah, but it's not the. No, it just comes up as closed.
What if you do C dot? No?
Well, maybe it's not clever enough. Just put C dot. Yeah, and I want the
Okay, you go. Yeah.
So you want the
title and the price, and then the owner's name.
Which order did you want them? So see, so you wanted title, owner, and price.
No, actually, I want the owner first, and then title, and then price.
Okay, so then we want P dot price. No, it wasn't ID, was it? Name, comma, C dot, title, comma, C dot, price. Ta-da!
Nice.
Run it again. So click on edit.
You've gone in and done something in the background to mess it up now, haven't you? Ha 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 ha.
Ah,
I just bought some shoes.
You're spending
expensive
way too
ones.
much on shoes, Antonio.
Sorry?
You're spending way too much on shoes.
Yeah.
That must be Italian shoes.
So
So here for you, can we do one where we say only show where it's above 20 or above 30 but below 200? So can you do a where and almost an and or?
yeah. So you do and.
And do you then just do where C price is less than?
Yeah.
We don't want to see your shoes.
Bye-bye shoes. Cool.
Done.
Yeah.
So now if you remove the second condition, less than 200, and so now actually remove all the conditions. I don't care about the price, but I want only the name of the person, and then I want to see the total of how much they have spent. So I want each person
You want to start
each person to appear only once. I want if a person doesn't own any clothes, they should still appear, and the sum should be 0. You see what I mean? So
yeah.
Okay.
So the way we do this is something that we did the other time, and I haven't told you how to do it. So I'll let you do it, but I will tell you how to do it. So basically,
Okay.
what you do is you use this thing called group by, and I'm gonna send you a link about some examples.
Oh,
So I'll put the link in the chat, but maybe you can guess it. No, we want to group by the person actually. So you could group by p.d, I think.
Do you want ID or name?
It's actually the same because in this case the names are unique, but
Yeah.
it's a good habit to always group by on the primary key, because for example there could be two Antonios that are actually two different people. They just happen to be called Antonio. So when you do a group by, try to use the primary key, which is p.id. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. And now in the select, you need to do you need to use a function in the select after p.name, comma.
All right.
You do sum, then you open round brackets. Yeah, and then
And I
inside
want to what?
you need to put the column that you want to do the sum, which in this case is going to be the price. Yeah.
Done.
Close the bracket, and if you run it, that should work.
So that should.
OMG.
Sorry?
Okay. Now let's see.
There is only.
No. Is that because I changed this one?
Wait, there are 4 errors. Let's see what the errors are. Oh, it's because you wrote group instead of group by.
Ah.
Group by needs to be, it's true word. Group by. Let's try that. What's the error now?
Execute command denied to user for routine something sum. It's something to do with the sum.
Huh. Can you remove that space after sum?
After sum.
Yeah. No, the M is fine, the space. Yeah, okay. Try now. What? See that. Okay, can you copy paste the whole query in the chat? And I want to try it. Can you copy paste it?
Yeah, just coming.
Okay, so let me. If you stop sharing, I will share my screen.
I was doing so well there.
I don't know why it's complaining about this. So this one we don't need it.
Ah, it's because, is it because I've selected P name instead of PID?
Oh yeah, maybe PA. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but that, I don't like that. P.id. This is wrong. Why is it doing that?
But because you just ask for the whole price, not for each individual separately, no?
Yeah, but I thought it would be clever enough to. See, that's not working. Okay, so whenever there is a problem that you can't work out, you ask Google. Yeah, so it seems to be working okay. That's exactly what we are doing. Why?
If we take out the in the query where we've got where ID equals ID,
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is wrong.
it's row 4.
This is, that's the problem. Yeah. So let's see if we can do just name.
But why do you have Max?
Yeah, that's this should be some. What?
It's because you've got name in the top and you've got ID in the bottom.
Yeah.
But I want the name. It
Yeah,
should
but then you need to do P name then, don't you, in the top? You've got select P ID and then you've got P name. So you've got both the ID and the name, and then you've only got the.
No, but if I put it here and then there are two.
No, because you have.
Yeah. I need to Google this error because that should have worked the way I understand it. Oh, okay. So this is a setting in MySQL. Huh. Oh, okay. Where do I change that? Variables. I don't think I am allowed to do that. Okay, so I mean, there is some kind of setting that is preventing me from doing what I want to do. So, okay, let's pretend that the name is unique. Okay, so that has worked, but I wanted also to show Lona, which doesn't have any clothes. So if I change this to a left join,
I think if you do a group by CI or C owner.
one sec. Okay, so this is what I wanted to do. What were you saying?
Okay, can you go back to the query?
Yeah.
So you basically swapped around the P and the C, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's fine. I will paste this one in the chat. I'm gonna stop sharing. And then now Gedre can show you how to do joins on many-to-many.
You sure? I can do that.
Yeah, so we did it the other day.
You absolutely can, Deirdre.
Okay, so what exactly do you want me to do?
Do a join between, what was it? I can't remember. Yeah, person and animal.
Sorry, I didn't, what?
You, do a join
Between person and animal.
between people and animals. Just a simple one, just show everything.
So you want me to do this Oh, many to many.
Yeah,
Okay.
you will need to use also
Can
the,
I cheat because I have it here?
You
yeah,
can take it from the chat as well, Deirdre.
Sorry, from where?
From the chat, in the Zoom chat. The code
Oh.
is in there.
so
It's not showing me the chat.
what we need to do now is we need to join 3 tables instead of 2, because the relationship between animals and people is expressed with a link table, which is called animal person ownership links. But other than
Oh,
that,
that's not
it's
okay.
exactly the same principles.
Okay, so can you wait? So what exactly do you want to see?
Just do select star to start with. Just do a simple join. I don't want to see anything in particular. Just
Okay. So we're gonna need this. And I need join.
so that comma after the star is wrong. Because if you put the comma, it means you are gonna put other columns afterwards. But just the comma is gonna throw an error. So now you say you want to join from, animals, for example.
Animals as A.
Yeah. And between animals and people, you have to also join with the link table. So now you go on a new line.
So do I add a comma and just the tables or?
No, you go on a new line. And you no, sorry. That join that you wrote, that should be a from, not a join.
Okay, so I select everything from animals.
Yeah. And then you do join.
And join.
Now the link table. Yeah.
April.
Yes.
So we'll see everything from animals and we'll see everything from with April.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Don't worry about what column we will see. Now you have to say on which column you want to do the join. So you have to use the on keywords.
Okay. On.
Specify the column.
So what we have.
A.id sounds good.
Wait, so this is animals. Well,
ID.
I want to join the owner, so would.
So you want from A, you want the ID, and from A poll you want
an equal. No.
Yeah, equals April dot.
And then person ID.
No. You want the animal ID there. Because A.id, A is animals.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Now you have to join again with people.
Join. P.
And now again, you have to say on which column you want to join the link table and the people table.
People ID.
Yeah, this would work, but if I can give you an example, if I can give you a suggestion, always put first the table to the left. In this case, it's April. So always respect the order so it's more readable. Exactly. Equals .id. And if you run this, it should work. Yeah.
So we have animals and all data about animals, and then we have base who owes them all the, okay.
And that's how you join more than one. I mean, the principles are the same, basically. You can end up in situations where you have to join 10, 15 tables with like crazy conditions, but it's always about combining the same principles.
Yeah.
So I think maybe we can stop here, unless you want to do maybe another little bit. We can try and complicate this query. I don't know.
I think I'm quite happy with this, Antonio, and just being able to go in and recreate this myself.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
It's better to not try and just do loads. Let's try like small things, but understand them properly.
Cool. I sent a link to you both on the WhatsApp group with just with the link into the Office of National Statistics. So there's tons of CSV files available there for download, Antonio, that we can play around with if we want to.
Yes, the only problem is that then I have to convert them into SQL, but yeah, I can probably see. Yeah, that should be useful. So.
I'm just thinking there's loads of data available on there that's already kind of pre-written. So if we can find something that isn't too complex and that gives us something to play around with.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll have a look. Cool.
That was really good.
Yeah, I think I understood better now than last time, and we were, yeah.
Yeah. So
still, it's quite. I don't know, Lon. Sorry. Do you have any experience with that, or you never tried this? Did you try ever before?
No, I haven't tried it before, but just some of the logic. I've done a little bit with Power BI, where sometimes we do some linking into stuff as well. So the whole one-to-many and many-to-many, I kind of get that because I've been playing around with just combining different data sets where we've got unique ideas, we've got one-to-many relationships. So I recognize that from doing that before.
Because I never tried any of it, so for me it's completely new.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will stop recording now, and I will put it on YouTube if I can manage. And
brilliant.
Okay.
So next Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you come up with some, tasks for if you upload something, then let us know what we could.
Yeah, I will let you know.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Thank you, Antonio.
Thanks.
Bye.